Welcome back to the Self-Isolation Sofa. I hope you guys are safe, doing well with your hands clean. And I see you guys have been social distancing, so keep up the good work. But welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we're talking about Colleen Ballinger, also known as Miranda Sings. In a nutshell, she put a minor in control of her social media accounts to then guilt trip the minor for what he posted on her account. Because that makes a lot of sense. But this morning I woke up with my DMs being spammed out, my mentions were being spammed out, and even my business email was being spammed out from you guys requesting me to talk about this topic. So to simplify this a little bit, if you guys want to submit or suggest topics for me to make videos or content around, please feel free to send an email to submitatozyvideos@gmail.com. This situation was recently thrown out into the public by Adam McIntyre, uploading the video titled Colleen Ballinger, Stop Lying on April 28th. 2020. It's a 25-minute video which I'll be linking down below. So in today's video, we'll be going through his points and allegations here. So it starts off with him saying the reason he's making this video is to get his side out. Apparently he started making fan pages for Colleen or Miranda Sings in 2013 and 2014, where he made a Twitter fan page for her in 2013 and an Instagram fan page for her in 2014, where he claims he dedicated his entire time to. And then he fast forwards a little bit in time, and then after a 2016 live stream, they started to talk more, and he claims they became friends in 2017, which at the time he would be 13 to 14 years old since he's 17 right now. So yeah, that's a little weird for someone in their 30s.
Very quickly we started talking a lot, and my parents were really happy to see the fact that someone like Colleen Ballinger was so dedicated to talking to all of her fans. This slowly turned into me getting private details about her divorce and what was happening with the relationship with her ex-husband. Around this time though was whenever my parents started getting a little bit more cautious and were wondering why a 30-year-old was talking to, at this time, a 13-year-old about her divorce. So from this point on, my parents really observed the conversations that I took part in with Colleen.
Oh, okay, yeah. From the parents' side, that's very understandable. Because that just went from a little weird to bizarre real quick. I realize how controversial this platform is, but this is why services like BetterHelp exist. Vent about your problems to a licensed professional, not a 14-year-old fan. In what world would it help to vent about marriage issues and divorce to someone who isn't even finished with puberty? Serious, like, what insight would a 14-year-old have to marriage problems?
That's probably so stressful. You know how it's like divorce of your own parents is really hard on a kid?
Imagine like being thrown upon the divorce of the two people you idolize.
It's awful, but it's just so crazy.
What the f***?
Our relationship slowly turned into me always being asked to go find drama for her, whether it was about Josh, ex-friends, or fans. At the time, I saw this as harmless, and I was just really excited that my favorite person in the entire world wanted to talk to me. Now, looking back though, I can see that it was just a way of baiting me to constantly get me to get her the information. And in 2016 to 2018, I was always asked to follow along gossip sites. Now, the gossip sites were talking about her ex-husband and her relationship and the divorce. And I was very much so made to follow along with that and then feed back that information and what they were talking about. Now, in me doing this, it led to my name getting thrown into the mix in these gossip sites, and Adam, the character, the person, whatever you want to call it, started getting really attacked on these sites too. Now, keep in mind I was only 14 at this time.
Wait, how is this happening? Like, I'm confused in how his name came up when he's just privately feeding her information. But why does Colleen want a 14-year-old to feed her information about her own drama?
Once my parents saw all this, they asked me to distance myself from Colleen and all the Ballinger family. So it was at this point that I stopped really giving that much information, or as much as I did, to Colleen. But I would always be baited and dragged along again. Whether it was subscribing to my YouTube channel, which made me really happy, and then I would be asked again to get information, or a time where I was really upset because my name was getting thrown into the mix of a lot of things, and then I got a YouTube comment on one of my videos, and then I was asked again. Or in one case, making me believe that I would be flown out to America to go to VidCon, me and my brother would be, along with someone else in the fandom. There's no need to mention their name. And that was strung along for ages as well, to the point where me and my brother actually bought an external, one of them wall plugs for America, and then that just never happened.
What information is this kid giving her that makes her want to string along a kid for years? This is so weird, but it gets weirder.
Because I was dumb, impressionable, young, naive, whatever I want to call it, I have so many names for what I believe I was, I'd always cave, honestly. I try not to be upset with myself because I was 13 to 15 during this time. I'm still really young now, I'm only 17, but looking back, it's hard to not get, fix yourself. Stop engaging in that. You're being used. I've been told so much private information about the divorce, but I won't get into that in this video.
Again, why is a 30-year-old sharing personal divorce information with a 13 to 15-year-old fan that idolizes both people that's involved in this divorce?
That's so weird.
I can't even comprehend how messed up that is.
This information was always really hard to hear and digest as a 13 to 14-year-old because I was always led to believe that Josh and Lean were the couple that I should have looked up to. In the vlogs, they were always really happy, so going from a sudden shift of idolizing Josh Lean, I had Josh Lean merch, from that to them being told all this really information about the ex-husband really just, it affected me back then, and I'm not gonna lie. And it affected me way more than it should have. It just made me really confused.
Colleen, use a therapist or a psychiatrist or a priest or a shaman or a warlock, anything but an underage fan. This is already so messed up and it's all downhill from here.
In 2016, Colleen and Corey were doing a live stream and they stumbled across my Twitter account. They found my tweets really funny, and this was the day before we officially started really talking. They found my Twitter so funny that they said they needed to send me bra and panties that Corey was wearing during the live stream. Now, looking back at that, I'm still a minor. I'm still 17, but looking back on that, you know yourself. And also, minutes later, they made fun of how my parents would react to the fact of like two 30-year-olds sending me bra and panties, lingerie, to name it properly, on this live stream. So again, looking back as a 17-year-old, I'm just really disgusted at the situation and confused. Honestly, they went on my Twitter because they thought it was funny, and then they said they had to send me the bra and panties. Here are some clips from that live stream.
Your Twitter account is making me laugh so much. Oh my god, that makes me laugh. I want to send him something. Do you want the bra, Adam?
Adam, do you want the bra and panties? Tweet right now.
Oh my god. Yeah, Adam, let me know what you want. He's in Ireland. Hi, Adam. I love you. Okay. I'm sending him something. Okay, maybe he'll want the panties. Although then his parents will be like, "You're not allowed to watch who is sending you panties." Maybe like, "Mom, don't worry. I watched a boy wear them online first."
What the I want more context. Like she had to know his age, right? Or she definitely knows that he's young because they're mocking how his parents would react. I'm not disturbed. But they wouldn't actually send a 15-year-old underwear, right?
So I did get sent the lingerie, and immediately, whenever it arrived, my parents were furious. They were so angry, and they took it away. And I didn't know if they still had it, and I asked my mom, did she have it? Because she knew I was making this video. So she was looking all morning, but she did find it. So I still have this. My mom kept it. I didn't even see these because my mom had just taken them away because she was so shocked. So this was what I was sent.
Really? Why? And this isn't some like weird Twitch e-girl. No, this is a well-known, famous children's entertainer. What the But then he goes on to say he met Colleen for lunch for some weird reason in the summer of 2018. Is so weird. It just does not make sense to me.
It could all be prefaced with, for some reason.
Yeah, literally. For some reason, they went to lunch in 2018, and his mom waited outside by the street since she didn't trust Colleen. I wouldn't either if I was his mother. Honestly, Mom of the Year award right there.
Mom's got that instinct, you know?
My mom senses would be tingling if I saw that my son's idol sent him lingerie and the son was underage and the idol was in her 30s. But fast forwarding everything to 2020, a situation happened where Colleen apparently switched up on Adam. So then he explains that he was tweeting on the Miranda account from 2017 to 2018, and then every time Adam and Colleen talked about the Miranda character not doing so well, she asked him for help. So then he fast forwards to March of this year, where he presents 15 ideas for different tweets for the Miranda Sings account on Twitter. One of them being that infamous tweet of hers back in March, where, from my understanding, Adam tweeted with her approval. That tweet being the infamous Miranda Sings coming out as a Meghan Trainor fan. Which now makes sense that a literal minor masterminded that tweet, because ironically, the viral tweet mocking Miranda's tweet, it's captioned, "At her big age." But why is a minor running your social media accounts when you're 33? This just doesn't make sense. But she approved and loved what he was doing on the account, but when she started getting backlash from what he tweeted, this is what happened.
I deleted the gay tweets, sorry, I'm too weak. I can't have people thinking I would make fun of the LGBTQ community. Don't hate me, but I was getting too many hate tweets. And she says about how it was her fans that made her delete the tweet. And so I just wrote back, I said, that's chill, okay, no problem, sorry about that. And she said, not your fault, you're so funny. I'm just too sensitive, it will take a while for me to get thick skin again, so be patient with me. And then I said, it's all G, just trying to work with you to make sure you can reach your full potential. And she says, I know. And then I say about the rise of interactions that the Twitter had, and she says, I love you, thank you for everything, for always believing and helping me. So even though she was saying this, she was slowly starting to put the blame and guilt onto me for stuff that she had already approved and was going to tweet on her own, whether she had given me the password or not. Now keep in mind, she texted me and said, go crazy in relation to on the account, yet I only tweeted stuff that she had approved, including talking to fans and keeping updated in group chats. And at 8:51 on the 27th of March, she sent a message saying, don't forget, don't post anything without my approval for now. Now taking back what she had initially said because she saw the fault that she had shown. The next morning and day were really rough for me. I just want to say thanks to my friends and my parents and my family, because that was a rough day. It was such a bad day. I saw someone I called a best friend turn her back on me, and that really hurts. So at 6:05 p.m. on the 27th of March, she sent me a message saying, I'm getting an overwhelming amount of hate for the coming out stuff. I don't know what to do. It's like every other tweet I'm getting right now on my Colleen Twitter. I haven't even looked at the Miranda, yet I'm scared to. So 10 minutes later, it turned into her saying how she apologized to one person. And she said, the thing is, I agree with them. Queerbaiting is not a joke. I'm super sad I've upset so many people. I'm telling you, girl, I'm super sensitive, like near tears. Again, trying to guilt me and make me feel really bad for something that she had already approved and found funny. And she didn't see any problems with it. I'm going to be really honest for a second. I spent that entire day just crying in bed and texting my friends, and my mom and dad were just comforting me the entire day. I was a mess that day. I was completely radio silent on everything. Ask any of my friends from that day. It was such a horrible day. Like, it was so awful. I didn't even get a message from Colleen asking how I was. It was just guilt-tripping me that I had done all this to her, almost as if I had planned it or something. So she continued to talk about it. She said, it's all anyone is talking about. I'm really upset. I would never post something like that, and now everyone thinks I'm homophobic. I'm really upset.
This is why a minor shouldn't be running your social media account that stands for 10 million plus subscribers on YouTube and 2 million plus followers on Twitter. Awful tweet. I see why it got the backlash. It wasn't even remotely funny, yet it was tweeted with good intentions. All he wanted to do was help his idol, because the end goal there was just to run up her interactions on social media. But it was tweeted with good intentions from a minor. I don't think he nor her meant to offend anyone by that, really.
So right now, she's seemingly taken back all opinions of me, of my tweet ideas, of my input on the account, for her saying thank you for everything you did. It was magical. I'm so happy. The fans, now it's, I would never tweet stuff like that. My fans think I'm homophobic. I can't believe this. And instead of checking in how I was as well, I was just getting short, snappy sentences to guilt me even more. At this stage, I had enough, and my parents had enough, and I sent the following message. I've logged out and this situation will die down. People know you. They were extremely excited last night. Mob mentality will make them think they have to believe a certain way. I hope you've seen the interaction last night got, and that there's so much more possibility for the character. The fans were just waiting for you to give them that moment. The series on YouTube has all positive comments and feedback. Twitter drama stays on Twitter. I love you so much and this will pass. I got left on red and I was ignored from this point on. Yep. Also to add that even though she found all the tweets funny and she loved everything I did with the account, she deleted all my tweets after I logged out of the account.
I'm genuinely sad this happened. Like, while that was an awful tweet, she approved of it. And none of this should have all happened since it was all from an inappropriate relationship between a 13 to 17-year-old and a 30 to 33-year-old. And to make things worse, I guess there was another random Twitter account that was just trash-talking Colleen and Colleen's fans and friends, I'm assuming, who then one of her friends, Corey Soto, thought was Adam. So he started messaging a bunch of group chats that he thought and that Colleen thought that Adam was behind this account. So Adam responded by doing this.
So I sent Colleen this message, and this was my goodbye message to Colleen. And that's hard whenever your room is filled with merchandise for her, with pictures from the concert, with friends you've met from her, pictures of you and them, and all them memories, being told by multiple people about how you and Corey have been running around saying I run a hate account for people who support you, which is extremely disappointing that your mind even goes to that place. I'm aware and sore my parents and have screenshots of everything from the past few weeks that Corey has said about me, and in relation to you about me in these group chats, and also everything else. But I never thought you would stoop that low, especially due to the 17-year age gap. Talk to me in 16 years if a 33-year-old takes advantage of Flynn for years, then runs talking to them on Twitter, you want to play that game, why do you even bother following me? Do you know how hard that message was to send? To someone that I idolized, to someone I loved. So from Corey sending these messages from then until now, only things I'm seeing on Twitter is filling in the gaps of story of what people don't know. Adam did this, Adam must have done this to Corey, Adam must have done that to Colleen. Oh, Adam obviously ruined his relationship with Colleen by doing this. Oh, Adam obviously ruined his relationship with Corey by doing this. Is he still friendly with the Ballinger? This is all that I've been seeing on Twitter, and that hurts. I was really trying not to swear in this video, but that really hurts. So I had to make this video because people are now slowly finding out that Colleen handed over control of the account to me. And before any other lies about the situation start getting thrown out, I had to put my side across because I'm fed up. And you know I've been vlogging every single day and I'm so excited about that. I've been doing daily videos, but I have to take a break. I have to stand back now because it's just gotten a little bit too much.
I'll be linking his full video in the description down below, but I'm just shocked that someone in Colleen's position would just use and dispose of a fan like that. Like, the kid is obviously distraught, and it was a lose-lose situation for everyone involved. I mean, I thought that this was a given, but fans are not employees. At Colleen's stage, it's very easy to get someone from an agency to run her social media accounts, and then you wouldn't have slip-ups and oopsies like that tweet. And for God's sake, please don't use a fan as a therapist or something. Have we not learned from the Gabby Hanna situation? Come on. But what do you guys think of all this? Please let me know in the comments down below. But on that note, I'll see you guys in the next video, which is hopefully on a happier note because I'll either be talking about aliens or some advertisements. So, hey. See you guys then. Peace.
I don't talk, I get it. Yeah, you know I'm about it. If it kill me, I'ma let it. Run into the bag like I'm so athletic. I've been up since 6, making hits like tennis. I've been on fire, I just need my credit. Wanna go far, need to change my settings. Reaching for the stars, so my feet touch heaven. Haven't had first, bitch, already want seconds.